The internet is an incredible tool, right? But let's be real, it's also filled with hidden dangers. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the fundamental guardian that stands between your private data and the wilds of the web, the network firewall.
Okay, first up, the most direct threat you can imagine, unauthorized access. Think of this like digital burglars constantly rattling the doorknobs and picking the locks of your private network, trying to get in to steal your info or just cause chaos.
And then you've got data interception. This is basically digital eavesdropping. When you send information over a network that isn't encrypted, it's pretty much like shouting your secrets in a crowded room. Anyone who's listening can grab that valuable data. And yeah, you knew this one was coming. Malware. This is how all that nasty stuff, like viruses, spyware, and crippling ransomware, sneaks right past your defenses. A lot of the time, they show up disguised as innocent-looking attachments or links, just waiting to infect your system. Finally, picture this: a whole army of bots all trying to smash through your front door at the exact same time. That's a denial of service, or DOS, attack. It's designed to flood your network with so much traffic that it just collapses, locking everyone out, including you. And look, this isn't some far-off theoretical problem. The threat is absolutely real, and it is growing like crazy. With cyber attacks projected to surge by a whopping 75% in the coming year, the digital world has never been a more dangerous place to be unprotected. Which brings us to the crucial question: how in the world do we defend ourselves against all of this? Well, it's time to meet the hero of our story, the firewall. This is your essential digital gatekeeper, the one thing that stands guard between your safe, trusted network and the absolute chaos of the internet. So, what exactly is it? A firewall is a security system that keeps a close eye on all the traffic coming in and going out of your network. The best way to think about it is like a gatekeeper at a castle, right? He's got a list of rules and he checks everyone and everything trying to pass through. If you're on the list, you're in. If you're not, or if you just look a little bit sketchy, that gate is staying shut. That, in a nutshell, is its core job. But here's the thing. Just as the attackers have gotten smarter, our gatekeeper has had to evolve too. The simple list checker from back in the day, it wouldn't stand a chance against today's sophisticated threats. So let's see how it leveled up. Firewalls have gone through a massive evolution. The very first ones were simple packet filters. They only looked at the address on the outside of a digital envelope. Kind of basic. Then came stateful inspection, which was a smarter guard that actually remembered conversations. If it let you out, it expected you to come back. After that, we got proxy firewalls, which acted like a super cautious middleman, inspecting traffic on your behalf. And that brings us to today's beast, the next generation firewall, an intelligent guard that can see, understand, and analyze the full content of what's passing through. And this comparison really drives home just how massive that leap in capability is. A basic firewall only checked the address. A next-generation firewall, or NGFW, performs what we call deep packet inspection. It doesn't just look at the envelope, it opens it up to understand the content, the application it's from, and even the user who sent it. It's the difference between a bouncer checking an ID and a detective conducting a full background check. So let's take a closer look at the advanced toolkit these modern, intelligent firewalls are equipped with today. Today's NGFOs have an absolutely incredible toolkit. They have application awareness, so they can tell the difference between your business software and a risky torrenting app and block what you don't want. They integrate global threat intelligence to spot the latest dangers in real time. And many even use AI-powered detection to identify unusual behavior that might signal a brand new, never-before-seen attack. And because this level of protection is so critical, the demand is just huge. We are talking about a global market worth billions, and the way businesses are spending that money is shifting dramatically. You can see the trend crystal clear right here. While the traditional NGFW market is growing at a healthy 10 to 14%, look at Firewall as a Service, or FWAS. It's absolutely exploding, with growth up to 28%. This is all driven by the huge shift to remote work and cloud computing, where a physical firewall box in an office just doesn't make sense anymore. Security now has to follow the user, not the building. So a modern firewall's strengths are immense. It gives you precise control, prevents threats in real time, and it's the foundation for modern security models like Zero Trust, where the philosophy is never trust, always verify. They're scalable and absolutely essential for passing any security audits. But, and this is a big but, it is not a silver bullet. A misconfigured firewall is like leaving the castle gate wide open. It can slow down network traffic, and it can struggle to inspect encrypted data without the right tools. And most importantly, it's not a complete solution on its own. It needs to be part of a team. Which brings us to how to use this powerful tool wisely. Because having the technology is one thing, using it effectively is a whole other ballgame. Here are today's key best practices. First, adopt a modern NGFW. Second, implement a zero-trust model. Again, trust no one by default. Third, for remote teams, use cloud-based FWaaS. Fourth, and this is critical, layer your defenses. A firewall works best alongside endpoint protection on your devices and multi-factor authentication, or MFA. That's when you need a code from your phone to log in. Finally, always be auditing and testing your rules to make sure they're still effective. And that right there is really the main takeaway. A firewall is the absolute foundation of your network security, your non-negotiable digital gatekeeper. But to be truly effective, it can't work alone. It has to be part of a larger, layered security strategy. So, as we've seen, the firewall has evolved from a simple gatekeeper into an intelligent guardian. The only question left is, have your security habits evolved with it?